Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kansas City, Missouri. I am Chad Grammer, Gary Davidson alongside of me, and we have high school basketball action for you tonight. Your Harrisonville Wildcats set to take on the Center Yellow Jackets. We're on the campus of Center High School. We're at David A. Leone Court here at Center High School. And Gary, the first thing I noticed about this court, we're playing on a big court like we did down in Carthage.
That is correct. But the first thing I noticed was it's going to be quiet and there's nobody in the stands.
that is going to be something interesting tonight, as well as I have never broadcast in an empty gym. I mean, there was supposed to be an empty gym in Kansas when we were over there, but, you know, they let the pep band in and the cheerleaders, which made no sense to me because there was nobody there. But, you know, who am I? I don't know. Anyway, we're ready for some basketball, and this one is sure to be a good one. I always worry, though, you know, the sequels are never as good as the originals, they always say. And the original this year was a great one, a 70-64 win by Center, but Harrisonville was around that whole game and had their chances to win.
Yeah, they did, and yeah, we've been talking about this. We've been talking about this game on the schedule for a long time because actually we figured that this game would be the game that would make a decision on how everything lined up in the conference. However, because Center and Warrensburg game got postponed until next week, this is going to be prior to that, so that game is probably going to be the one that helps decide conference rankings as far as 1, 2, and 3. But Harrisonville has to take care of business. I mean, you know, they can't think about anything else. You know, they've got that makeup. To make up that loss, they have got to win here to have any chance whatsoever to be in the top.
Yeah, we thought maybe, you know, Center would knock off Warrensburg. They'd both have one loss, and then Harrisonville wins. Then they all three have one loss as well. Nothing matters anymore. You've got to win tonight, and then you've got to root for Center next Friday night when they traveled, or Thursday or Friday when they travel down to Warrensburg to get that victory over the Tigers, because you've put yourself in that hole with that loss to Warrensburg earlier in the year. And Harrisonville's perfectly capable of beating this team, but they got to play sound fundamental basketball like they did the first time. I don't know. I was going to say, one of my things I was going to say is, you know, they got down 12-2 early to Center, and I was going to say, you know, you don't want to do that on their home floor. However, it's a little bit different this year. There isn't a crowd to rise them up. You're going to have to create your own energy in here tonight. I mean, I may be the one creating energy if they can hear me down there on the floor as loud as my mouth is.
Well, the Center game and the Warrensburg game have a lot of similarities. We got down, what was it, 6 or 8, 8-0 or 8-2, real bad early, and we never could overcome it. And the 12-2 run that they had, that Center had in the very beginning of the first game that we played them back in Harrisonville. And so we've got to make sure that they don't get out to that big run. I think if we do that, once you're in the game, then I think things will slow down for Harrisonville. And absolutely, they've got a chance. They played with both teams. They played with Center very well back first part of January when we were having the tournament.
And there's some fun matchups in this game. You know, you got two of the best scorers in the KC Metro, and Brooks Langer and KJ Spiller. They're going to battle. You've got one of the best rebounders in the Kansas City area in Kennedy Atkinson. But there's 2 or 3 guys on Center that can grab those boards as well. So it's going to be fun to watch this game unfold and see how the Wildcats react this time around. Here's the other thing to think about. Nobody's really been in the gym much in the last couple of weeks with the weather the way it's been. I think Harrisonville has been in the gym quite a bit with some open gyms and such. But some of these Center kids may have not been in the gym. They've been virtually learning the last couple of weeks.
Right. And you mentioned a while ago, I really think that Kennedy Atkinson could be the key to a certain extent. Kennedy Atkinson, there's 2. Kennedy Atkinson and Connor Blix could be the 2 players in this game that could make the difference. Kennedy on the boards, if he's able to get his boards like he normally does, and if Connor Blix, he was shooting before all the games started and stuff, and he hit a 3, and I said, okay, now let's see that in the ball game. If he can do that, and Kennedy can get rebounds and keep them to 1-shot possessions, then I think we've got it ups our percentage highly to be able to stay with him and win.
Yeah, and another thing, too, and I don't believe it was this game. It might have been the Center game. I think it was the Webb City game, if I remember right, with Connor. they had some length, and they got to him early with a couple of partially blocked shots, and he struggled in that game, and he was afraid to pull the trigger a little bit, and he struggled shooting. You're a shooter, you got to shoot. You can't worry about somebody maybe possibly coming over and blocking it. You got to have that release you always have. He's got a quick release. You've got to be confident in yourself. If they block one, who cares? It's going out of bounds off of them, and then you've got to go, but right back to the well and shoot it again. And if he can do that tonight, they're going to be in good shape because that means he'll have his confidence there.
Mind over matter, and it's just like, the position at quarterback or whatever. You've always got to forget the last play. Whether it was good or bad, you've got to forget the last play and not have it in your memory. If you keep that in your memory, then you're going to be second-guessing yourself, or you may be too confident. But usually it's the other way around. You're second-guessing yourself, and instead of taking that open shot when Connors had those opportunities, he didn't take it and passed off. He is a very unselfish player. I mean, he is always looking for somebody else to be able to take a shot. But I really think some of that's going to come down to how he shoots and the rebounds that Atkinson gets.
Yeah, and if we can get some of those long rebounds and get to Kennedy and get it in transition, that's where we like to make our money, so to speak. So it'll be interesting to see. We got about 7.5 minutes before we have opening tip. We're going to take a timeout. Thanks some of our great sponsors. We'll be back with more on your pregame show, brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank after this.
There are a ton of choices for home appliances, but only one you need to know. That's Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Today, it's more important than ever to support small business. Troby's prides themselves on American-made appliances, competitive prices, and unmatched service, from installation to service calls if any issue may arrive. Troby's is your hometown appliance center.
Next time you're in the market for a home appliance, think Troby's first on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Church & Dwight in Harrisonville, Missouri is now hiring machine operators and maintenance technicians for overnight shifts. Full-time employees receive full benefits immediately. Apply now at churchdwight.com/careers and we will contact you to schedule an interview.
You have many choices when you buy a used car. What do you want? A good deal, a quality vehicle, outstanding service? At Holland's Auto Sales, you don't have to sacrifice for one of the others. You get all three. The best part is Steve will be there for you because Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's used car dealer for 36 years. So the next time you're in the market for a used car,
go where the Grammars go, Holland Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
Sure, you could drive to the city and save a few dollars on tires, but why? Young's Tire and Wheel Center in Harrisonville is family-owned and operated, and their clients are like family. That, coupled with free flat tire repair on new tires for the life of the tire, means you'd be crazy to drive all over the place to save $1. Trust Young's. That's who Fortis trusts to get them safely to all Wildcat games, home or away. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Competition between teammates makes for a stronger and better team. Lacey Dominick of Shelter Insurance and Cameron Chenoweth of American Family Insurance were both Wildcats on the field. Now they are competitors off the field. They know that you have many choices for insurance, so they're teaming up to offer free auto, home, and life insurance quotes. Call Lacey at 816-380-2700 or Cam at 816-380-3996 and get started on your new insurance quote today.
For a limited time, you pay what we pay going on at Max Motors dealerships. Shop 24 hours a day. Exclusive at Max Motors, you pay what we pay and not a penny more on any new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC in stock. All invoices clearly displayed with the highest trade-in values in the Midwest.
Take your car shopping to the max.
Max Motors is your Kansas City dealer. MaxMotors.com. See dealer for details.
Sherwood Community Bank is the hometown bank with all the big bank perks. Internet banking, auto, home, boat, and farm loans. You can get it all at one of their 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville. Checking or savings account all you need? Don't worry. Sherwood Community Bank has you covered there as well. Stop going to the banks where you're just an account number. Go to Sherwood Community Bank where you're part of the family.
And tell them Braxton sent ya.
Community is important to Excalibur Contracting. Being a Harrisonville business for 14 years, they understand what it takes to be successful and make Harrisonville successful. If you need help with a remodel, grounds, athletic field maintenance, mowing, or landscape, Excalibur Contracting is who to call. Mike and Natalie Johnson with Excalibur are proud to back the Blue both on and off the field.
Stop going online and paying top dollar to make a t-shirt. Call Cindy at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. She will walk you through the whole process and have you or your organization looking the best. It's no mistake that Fortis Broadcasting is always the best dressed crew around. We trust Cindy with all of our apparel on game day. Put a personal C Squared touch on your next order. Whether it's just 1 or 100, C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing can get it done. Check them out on Facebook or go see them on the Clinton Square.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back inside Yellow Jacket Fieldhouse on the campus of Center High School. David A. Leone Court, and we've got an MRVC West showdown tonight. The Harrisonville Wildcats, the Center Yellow Jackets, these two played to a 70-64 semifinal game in the MRVC West tournament. Center was able to come out on top, catch, trying to get some revenge on their home floor, on Center's home floor tonight. And guys, if you like basketball, you might as well just tune in to 4Ts for the next 6 days, because we got a game tonight. We're traveling to Butler tomorrow. Monday night, we got girls and boys at home against Odessa. Tuesday night, we travel up 7 Highway to Pleasant Hill. We got girls and boys against Pleasant Hill. And Thursday night, we come back home for court warming, where half of our team is candidates for court warming, and we'll have that broadcast for you, both girls and boys, on Thursday night. And hopefully tomorrow we will have a schedule for districts, as I was talking to Coach beforehand, and they have the district seating meeting in the morning, so that'll tell us where we're at for that as well. So a lot of basketball coming our way in the next 6 days, Gary.
Yeah, and kind of a somber thing, but I want to mention it. And we're going to be at Pleasant Hill next week, as you know, and they're going through a tough time right now. They lost a couple of seniors to an automobile accident a couple of days ago, and so I asked that I'm not going to mention names, but I just ask you to keep their school and obviously that senior class and all the rest of those in high school in your thoughts and prayers, because they're going through a tough time. I know what it's like to be there, and so I just ask that everybody keep that in mind.
I've been there when I was in high school. I was a senior. We had a couple of sophomores get in a car accident. One of them passed away. The other one was hurt, pretty badly burned, and it can be a bad deal, and especially small communities like that, everybody usually comes together. So we're ready for basketball here. It'll be
when you plan a party, the last thing you want to do is worry about cooking and cleaning up that mess. Call the experts at Time for Seasoning Catering. Stephanie will help you plan and execute a brilliant menu for your celebration. Take the worry out of your event and let Stephanie wow your guests with a great menu that they'll be talking about for weeks. Whether a small get-together of friends or a big wedding, Stephanie will take care of you. Visit them online at timeforseasoning.com. That's THYME for seasoning.com to get her booked today. When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance agent Bradley Sainer can help you understand your options so you can be prepared for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Farmers Agent Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105 to find out how he can help you protect the things that matters most to you. That's Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
All right, welcome back. We're getting ready for basketball. We had a couple of our great sponsors just a minute ago. We heard Excalibur Contracting. Happy birthday to Mike Johnson. And also C Squared Embroidery Screen Printing. They always do a great job for us getting all of our apparel. And Cindy does an amazing job down there, and she's been on board with us for the last 2 years. So it's fun to be able to have all kinds of different things where we got multiple coats. We got 4 polos, all kinds of good stuff, and she takes care of us. So just wanted to mention those as we are getting ready to rock and roll here from Harrisonville. I would imagine we probably are going to have a pretty big crowd listening in tonight, as there is no fans allowed in the gym tonight. So the only cheerleader we're going to have is right over here to our right, in Sherry Langer, as she's here videoing for Coach. So that is about the only fan we have in. Starting lineups for the Cats, it'll be Langer, Norris, Atkinson, Blixton, Schroeder. For center, it'll be London Taylor, KJ Spiller, Joseph Vick, Jalen Peeler, and Cortez Stevenson. I'd tell you the first name of our kids, but if you don't know them by now, you probably – I guess I could tell them for everybody else listening. It's Brooks Langer, Kobe Norris, Kennedy Atkinson, Connor Blix, Monty Schroeder. Center going to be in their home white uniforms, white tops, white bottoms with the blue writing and numbers, the gold outline. The Cats going to be in their away blues, blue tops, blue bottoms, white trim down the side. The gray numbers with white writing. It'll be Atkinson set to jump it up to start things off. Gary, I'm not even going to attempt north, south, east, west. I'm going to let you go with that one.
I really didn't pay a whole lot of attention, but I think the Cats are going to be going north and the Yellow Jackets are going to be going south. So.
Jerry says yes. Jerry's pointing.
Now, if we were on the football field, it would be totally different. It would be east-west, or we're closer to east-west than it would be north-south, because it kind of crosses towards the back of the school here. So,
and we're off about, what, 68th and Holmes-ish? 75th, or maybe a little bit farther south, but
I don't know. GPS got me here.
Gary just followed where it told him to go. We did have a good conversation about 71 Highway on the way up.
Yeah.
Anybody who's traveled 71 can probably be in their head going, I know exactly what he's talking about. So we're ready for some basketball here. It'll be Kennedy to jump it, and we'll see who Kennedy's going to jump up against. Like I said, I'm going to be loud, so I'll be interested. I got to watch what I say, I guess, not get too loud.
Yeah, because you can hear from up here. You can hear what the coaches are saying when they call a timeout.
So it'll be definitely interesting and different. Here's the thing. You want to go back to the whole COVID thing. The thing that I'm blessed about, especially for us as a company and 4Ts, is it's been a boom for us. We've been able to go to all these games, and it's been awesome because, yeah, there's been a couple of pauses here and there, but kids are playing sports, and that's what's most important. Vic controls it, gets it ahead, and Taylor gets it off to Spiller. Spiller back out front, Taylor with it, and they're going to go between the circles and set up their offense here. Peeler going to start things off between the circles, dribbles over to the left side wing, guarded by Norris. Goes top of the key, going to dribble drive, kick off for Spiller. He thought about a three. Now goes top of the key for Vic. Inside they go. Stevenson, strong, can't get it to go. Put back, no good. Vic with the put back, stripped away. And they're going to call a reach-in foul. Who are they going to get on that? If that's on Kennedy, that's not who you want. I'm going to say that was on Kennedy, and they're going to say it was a shooting foul as well. So Vic goes to the line for a pair here. First one up and rattles home. Center with a 1-0 lead. That's another thing. You should be able to hear a slap of a hand. I did not quite hear anything there on that one. Second free throw coming up, and it is no good. Kennedy with the rebound, and the Cats get it. So Vic goes 1 out of 2 from the line. Cats with it. Down 1-0, 7:25 to go here, first quarter. Over to Schroeder. He's got it on the wing, guarded by Spiller. Go backdoor Atkinson. Glasson, no good. He couldn't capitalize. And it goes back the other way. You're going to have to capitalize on those when you're playing against center. KJ Spiller's got it. He's going to go pull up from about 16. No good, and that's what I like to see right there. Sportsmanship. Monty went to the ground, and Spiller helps him right back up. Again, not sure I saw anything out of the ordinary on that, but it was a shooting foul. Spiller at the line for a pair. His first one, nothing but the bottom of the net. 2-0 center early on. And that is one thing, if the Cats get in foul trouble early, that's going to be terrible because they're going to get into their bench early. Spiller knocks them both down. It's 3-0. Center with the early lead. Across the timeline they go. Norris with it. Going to get it off for Schroeder. Schroeder's got it now, and he's going to fake the handoff to Atkinson. Now get it off to Langer. Langer going to dribble drive, put it in for 2, and it's 3-2. Brooks Langer answers back with a bucket, goes back the other way. Peeler going to get it in the lane, tries to go underneath for Vic, out into the corner. 3-ball by Taylor, good. London Taylor knocks down the triple, and it's 6-2 Center. Back the other way we go with 6:30 to go first quarter. Cats down by 4. Atkinson off to Blix. Blix guarded by Taylor. Blix going to go inside for Schroeder. Schroeder's going to spin, shoots it off the side of the backboard, no good. Spiller with the rebound, and it's going to go back the other way. Across the timeline, Spiller gets it off on the elbow, backs it back up, top of the key, 3, no. Rebound inside by Peeler. Get it inside to Stevenson, glass and good, and an 8-2. Kind of reminiscent of the first game against these two. Stevenson with 2, and it's an 8-2 lead. Cats trailed 12-2 in that one. So 5:49 to go here, first quarter. Cats with the ball. 3-ball by Norris, no good. And the rebound by Vic. Vic off to Peeler, and Peeler ahead for Center. He's going to go in the lane, back it off for Vic. Top of the key, Stevenson will fire a 3. No. Atkinson says, give me that. I'll take it. We'll go back the other way. Norris across the timeline with it down 8-2. Has it between the circles now. Set up his offense. Goes over to Schroeder, left side. Schroeder with it on the left side wing. Going to go inside to Atkinson. Atkinson going to spin, deliver into the corner for Blixt. Back over for Atkinson. He goes backdoor for Schroeder, into the corner for Norris. And Norris steps out of bounds. I think they said he stepped out of bounds, but I don't think he was anywhere near the out of bounds line. That was odd. 8-2. Underneath, wide open Stevenson, 10-2. Mirror image of the last time these two battled. Cats find themselves down big early. 8-point deficit. They were trailed by 10 the first time before they were able to get things going. They get it off for Schroeder. Schroeder's got it now back to Langer. Langer's got it left corner with it. Gonna skip it over to Norris, to Blixt. Blixt has got it, skips it back to Langer. Langer will fire, connect. Brooks Langer, make it 10-5. Langer cuts it to a 5-point game with 4:15 to go. Now if you're the Cats, you get a stop at a bucket here, you'll be back in business. Taylor goes inside to Vic. Vic gets cut off, but able to put it up and in for 2, and it's 12-5. Across the timeline comes Norris with it, goes off to Atkinson. Atkinson's got it on the wing, left side, top of the key now for Schroeder. Schroeder with it on the key, gets it over on the wing for Norris. Norris to Blix. Blix has got it between the circles. Dribbles on Taylor, now hands off for Langer. Langer gets it back out by the volleyball line and off for Norris. Norris tries a little bit too hard on that one to get it inside. Ball stripped away by Norris, and Norris going to push it back the other way, so gets a steal right back. Go to Atkinson. He's got it on the elbow, top of the key. On the right side now between the circles, over to the left side wing. Now to Norris. Norris going to cut up and under, back out front for Langer. Langer going to dribble drive, no. And it'll be a rebound by Peeler, and Peeler's going to bring it back the other way. Cats down 12-5. Peeler going to dribble drive, kick in the corner. Now off for Stevenson. Stevenson's got it outside, spin it over to Spiller. Spiller's got it. Back out front between the circles for Peeler. Peeler gives it off for Taylor. Taylor's got it between the circles. Get it off for Spiller, back to Peeler. Now to Stevenson, top of the key. Now into the corner for Spiller. Back up front for Taylor. Stevenson now with it for Center, a 3-ball by Spiller, no good. Atkinson with the rebound, and it's going to go back the other way, 12-5 at the score. Cats down by 7, could use a bucket here, struggling against this defense of Center on this one. Peeler with the pickpocket, takes it back the other way. He's going to go inside, loses the handle, put it up and in is Stevenson, and the Cats are down 14-5, and a timeout on the floor. Stevenson's got 4. We'll take a timeout as well. 2:07 to go first. Cats down 9.
How nice would it be to get a check from someone and not have to worry about getting to the bank to put it in your account? At Hawthorne Bank, you can do exactly that. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and voila, the check has been deposited into your account. Not to mention, you can always manage your accounts and payments right in the app as well. Hawthorne Bank prides itself on being at the forefront of technology to always make your banking a breeze. Hawthorne Bank, next to Troby's on Plaza Drive.
All right, welcome back. Cats down 14-5, early going of this one. And they just need to settle in, Gary. You know, you look at the first time these two played, it was 12-2, and they had to fight and claw their way back into that ball game, and they went on a run and were able to do that. I feel like they're a little bit off offensively. The pressure defensive center's kind of getting to the Cats. They've got to settle in, know that they can dribble, drive, and play within themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
So 2:07 to go here, first quarter. Cats down by 9. It'll be Cats ball, and Center going to set up full court pressure here.
Bocher and Tiemann in.
Giving a break to Blixt and Schroeder. Got it in the backcourt. Atkinson with it. He'll bring it up. Gets it across the timeline to Norris. Norris off to Billy Bocher. He'll fire a 3, no. And those are not the shots you want when you're trying to get back in a game. You don't want to rush a 3. I get he had an open look, but we don't want to have to rush things. You just work your offense, find the open shot. Coach will tell you, you want to take those open looks, but you also want to take them within reason and get the best shot you can get. In transition, I don't know if that was the best option for the Cats. Langer across the timeline with it. 1:45 to go here, first quarter. Between the circles for Norris. 14-5, Cats trail. Norris with it, backdoor cut to Langer. Glass and good. Brooks Langer, he's got all 7 for the Cats, and they trail 14-7. Good look by Norris. Back the other way. Bocher fouls the other way. That is Roman Smith who took it to the rack, and he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. So 14-7, 1:25 to go. Roman Smith at the line for a pair. 5th and 6th free throws coming up for Center. They're 3 for 4 from the line so far here tonight. Make it 3 for 5. So Smith misses the first, has 1 more to go here. So 1:25 to go here, first quarter. Cats down by 7. Smith at the line for his second. He drops that one through, and it's 15-7. And get it into Tiemann. Across the Tiemann slowed it down. He needs a little help back there. Now starts his dribble. Gonna have to rush it, get it across the timeline. Guarded by Smith. Between the circles is Tiemann with 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. Spiller guarding Atkinson. Atkinson going to try to dribble drive. Now kick it up front for Billy Bocher. Back off for Langer with 57 seconds to go in the first. 15-7. Cats down by 8. Have trailed by 6 to 8 most of this first quarter of play. They get it off to Bocher. Bocher into the corner now, Langer. Langer thought about it. He thought about a step back. Now gets it back out front. Now they're going into Bocher. Knocked away from Bocher by Stevenson. Ahead they go. Now Atkinson with the steal right back. And across the timeline, he gets it with 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. 15-7 the score. 30 seconds to go here, first quarter. They get it off on the wing. Skip it over to Norris. Norris has got it left side wing, looking for some help. Center again with that suffocating defense. Has really wreaked havoc on the Cats. 15 seconds to go here, first quarter. Cats going to look for one last shot here. And Norris with a little floater, no. And that'll end the quarter. And we'll take a timeout. Cats down 15-7.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASE certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang right behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services has been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a fourth-generation Wildcat. With this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. And as always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
All right, one quarter in the book. Cats down 15-7. Got to give a lot of credit to center after that first quarter. Their defense is really wreaking havoc on the Cats, and the Cats are uncomfortable on offense. That's the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail right on the head. It is a suffocating defense, and they're always in our face. So that very seldom do you have a clear look somewhere. So that's the thing. So
the Cats are going to have to pass it in here. They get in the backcourt for Tiemann. Tiemann back to Norris, and he'll bring it up as we're underway in the second quarter. Corbin Hall with the ball. Going to dribble to the top of the key, get off for Langer. Langer's going to fire a three. No. Rebound inside by Stevenson. Head to Taylor. Taylor going to push it up for KJ. KJ gets it in the corner for Stevenson now, who puts it up and in for two, and it's 17-7. Cats down by 10 with 7:19 to go here first half. Billy Bocher with the ball outside, guarded by Stevenson. They're going to go into the corner for Norris. Norris goes inside for Langer. He's going to try to spin in the paint. Now forces one up, not going to go, and it goes back the other way. Cats in that danger zone. You don't want this 10 to turn out to be 15 or 20. You got to start getting stops. They get it over for Taylor. Taylor has it now. Goes back between the circles. Back and forth they go. Taylor going to just run clock direct traffic here. Go back between the circles for KJ. KJ's going to dribble drive, put it up in the lane, short. Rebound, Bocher fighting for it. And now a jump ball, and it's going to go and stay with center. Got to be able to grab that ball aggressively and get those rebounds. You cannot give extra opportunities to center. 6:27 to go. Schroeder Blix check back in for the Cats with 6:27 to go first half, and the Cats down by 10. Wide open underneath is Stevenson, and it's a 19-7 game, and you're going to exploit that mismatch anytime you can have it. Stevenson guarded by Hall. Hall's given up about 9 inches and about 85 pounds there, and comes with the foul. So the Cats down 12. And Stevenson at the line. 19-7 the score. Stevenson with 8. No good. And the rebound goes to the Cats. Tiemann going to push it across the timeline. Has it between the circles. Get it over now to Schroeder, to Hall. Hall's got it inside for Langer. Langer back to Tiemann. Tiemann to Langer. Langer's got it way outside by the volleyball line on the right side, trying to direct traffic here. They put in a little isolation matchup against Stevenson, and he does all the way to the rack. Loses the handle on the way, and it goes back the other way. 5:56 to go here. 5:55 to go here in the first half. 19-7 the score. Peeler between the circles. I think Coach Langer just said to the official, not sure if you're aware, but we're 10 minutes into the game and we still have not got a foul called against center. And it's going to stay with center. Looked like it went off Peeler, but it's going to stay this way with 5:38 to go here in the half. So 5:38 to go here in the first half. 19-7 the score. Cats down by 12. I think I was the only one in the gym talking at that point. I'm not real sure. Spiller's got it, gets it inside to Vic underneath to Stevenson. And Stevenson puts it up, no good. Vic with the rebound, and he is fouled. And they call that on Hall. And Vic goes to the line for 2. So Vic's got 3. Cats trail by 12. Vic 1 out of 2 from the line, trying to add to the center lead. First one is good, make it 20-7. One more to go here for Joseph Vic. So 20-7, Cats down 13 with 5:25 to go here in the first half of play. Second free throw good, and it's 21-7. Cats down 14. We talked about the danger zone. The Cats are in it right here. Get it ahead underneath for Langer. Glass and good. Langer's got 9. He's got all 9 of the Cats' points. Somebody else going to have to step up for the Cats if they want to get back in this ball game. So far, Brooks is the only one that's took it to the rack and really taking it at the Yellow Jackets. 5 minutes to go first half, 21-9 the score. Spiller's got it. He's going to dribble in, elbow jumper, good. 23-9. And Spiller knocks down the jumper. Back the other way. Tiemann loses the handle on it. Goes back to center with 4:47 to go. Gary, I'll be real honest. This looks like a team that hasn't played in a game in a week. And, I mean, if you get down right to it, that's what it looks like right now.
I can't disagree.
So you get it off on the wing. You get a dribble drive to and that's a microcosm of this first half right there. Every ball's bouncing the way of the Yellow Jackets. You get a hand on it, you get it in the passing lanes, and you cannot capitalize on the steal. KJ gets it out now on the wing, hand off for Taylor. Taylor's way outside, goes elbow, stripped away by the Cats, and Blix is going to go up strong, no, and it goes back the other way. 23-9 at the score. Taylor across the timeline with it with 4:09. He's going to dribble in, kick off for Peeler. Peeler's got it now between the circles for Stevenson. Back to Peeler with 4 minutes to go in the half. Peeler off to Taylor. Taylor's got it on the wing, right side. Skip it over to the left side wing. Peeler thought about a 3, going to take it into Stevenson at the free throw line. Stevenson's got it now, going to spin over for Taylor. They go baseline for Vic. Vic drives around. Bocher kicks in the corner for Peeler, who rattles it home, and it's 26-9. Cats trail in this one with 3:35 to go here in the half. Bocher's got it out front, skips it over to Langer. Langer going to dribble drive. Cannot get it to fall. And I had no idea what he was going to call until he walked over here. Didn't make any mention of what he was going to call, and they're going to say it was a blocking foul, and Langer goes to the line. We're through almost 13 minutes of play, and Brooks Langer, the only Wildcat who has scored in this one. Cats have got to find some offense from somewhere to get back in this game. They trail it 26-9. Langer's first free throw is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net, make it 26-10. It is a 16-point game. Langer's first free throw is good. Second free throw coming up for Langer. It is good as well, 26-11. So Langer knocks them both down. He's got all 11, and the Cats trail 26-11, 3:21 to go in the half. I mean, try to be a little quiet, but at the same time, I mean, if they go back and listen, I'm not going to say anything that somebody would probably disagree with. So Peeler going to pull it up from the free throw line. No good. Bocher with the rebound. Stripped out by Peeler. Thankfully, that stays with the Cats. I thought that was Atkinson and Bocher who banged on that one, but instead it was Peeler who knocked it out. So 15-point game, 3:06 to go here in the half. If you're the Cats, you'd like to get this to single digits before the intermission. And that is stolen by Taylor ahead to KJ. KJ puts it up and no good. Rebound to KJ though. And he's going to dribble in again and put it up off the glass and in for two. And it's 28-11. Not going to do it like that. Cats are sloppy with the basketball there. Atkinson gets it popped from behind and it goes back the other way. And Taylor with the bucket, and it's 30-11. Cats with the timeout on the Taylor bucket. We'll take a timeout as well. All center in this one. Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need one roll of sod, a scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, they have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Welcome back. 2:37 to go here in the first half, and the Cats trail by 19. And we're going to have to slowly get back in this game. Gary, you know, we've talked about this before. When you get behind like this, you got to start winning segments. So you got to try to win this next 2:37, and then you got to worry about the next 3 or 4 minutes that start the second half. They get it off on the wing, inside to Bocher, glass and good, and 30-13. Billy Bocher for two. And the first Cat to be on the board besides Linger with 2:18 to go. Now is where you need a stop and a bucket. Start working in this one. Taylor out front, guarded by Schroeder. They get it off, stolen away by Langer. He's the first one to get his hand in there. Get it ahead to Norris. Norris off for Schroeder. Schroeder backs his way in, gets it blocked away. Pick back up to Langer. Langer gonna fade away, score. Make it 30-15. You got the steal, you got the bucket. Now you got to get another one. Talk about winning segments. Win possessions, then segments, then quarters. Stevenson's got it out front. They go inside to Spiller. Spiller, good defense on that one by Atkinson. And they're going to hand off in the backcourt for Norris. Across the timeline they go. I like the aggressiveness of Kennedy right there, even with a foul. He's like, I'm not going to let them, you know, what I guess the word I want to say is push me around. And Kennedy did a good job of that last time through. Slaps that ball, but it goes right to Spiller, back out to Stevenson. Over to Spiller, into the corner, Taylor. He'll fire a three, good. And going to call the foul on Norris there. Well, maybe not. 33-15, 18-point game. Taylor knocks down a three, and every time that you would think the Cats would try to get back into it, center knocks one the other way. Throw it over on the wing, back out front for Schroeder. Back to Norris with it. 38 seconds to go here in the half. Cats trail 33-15. Get it off on the wing. Three ball, Langer, good. Brooks Langer lights the bottom of the net, make it 33-18. And the Cats trail again in this one by 15. Taylor going to look for one last shot here. Cats try to get a steal. Peeler gets it back. Now I'm going to have to hurry with it. Taylor loses his footing, travel, and the Cats are going to get a last shot off here. And see, this is one of those situations where your coach, you may want to call a timeout, but you've used 2 in the first half, so now you've got to trust in your guys that they can get a look here. They get it to Langer. He'll fire. Almost knocked it in from half court in the corner. And it goes to the half. Cats down by 15. You're not going to see much closer than that one right there. If that would have went in, that would have been something. So the Cats down 15 at the half. We'll take a timeout.
When it comes to fast service and reasonable prices, Young's Auto Repair is the place. Whether it is a standard oil change, new brakes, or something major, William and Michelle with Young's Auto Repair will make sure you are back on the road quickly with a little change left in your pocket. Don't break the bank when it comes to your vehicle needs. Instead, come to the shop that keeps the cost in check and you rolling back down the highways. Young's Auto Repair, right across the street from Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial.
It's hard to find someone reliable to work on your small engines. Not anymore. Nathan and the crew at Land & Sand are your stop from lawnmowers, personal watercraft, all the way to Can-Ams and razors. From tune-ups to race builds, they will make sure your toy is ready to play with the big boys. Call them at 816-738-1455 and set up an appointment today.
A strong lineup is always important no matter the sport. The same should go for your insurance company as well. At Stafford & Stafford Insurance, your auto, commercial, life, health, farm, and crop insurance is all under one roof. With a lineup like that, they are sure to have your team covered. Call the team that will line up with the best of them. Stafford & Stafford Insurance in Harrisonville, located on Commercial Street, across from Holland's Auto Sale.
No matter the time of day, we could all use a Route 44 from Sonic. Good news, if you order in the Sonic app, you get happy hour all day. That means drinks are half price anytime on the Sonic app. Don't worry, it's still traditional happy hour from 2 to 4 every day at the Sonic of Harrisonville. So if you need to refuel with a drink, or maybe you need a snack, come see the gang at Sonic and fuel up. Something that good teams always possess is the fact they got each other's back. Schroeder Chiropractor in Harrisonville has your back. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, you will feel right at home. And they have a warm, family-friendly waiting area. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in the Bright Futures and Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
When you're searching for insurance, it's good to be able to call an agent in your town that can protect you. So if you're looking for auto, life, renters, boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy to be covered, call CPSK Insurance, an auto owner's affiliate. Call and talk to one of the local agents, Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra, located right off I-49 and 291 in Harrisonville at the Millwalk Mall. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. If your business needs covered, they can help you out there as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at cpskinsurance.com. Let the local agents go to work for you.
One of Harrisonville's oldest and its most reliable realtors, American Heritage Realtors. With almost 40 years of experience, they will take all the stress out of buying and selling a home. Add in being the #1 seller of properties on Zillow, and American Heritage should be the only call you make when you're ready to buy or sell your home. Experience, reliability, and results. That's American Heritage Realtors next to Sonic on South Commercial Street.
Inside the train testing facility, our heating and cooling products go through endless torture tests. We drop them, slam them against a wall, shake them, and then expect them to run without an extra decibel in our anechoic sound chamber. We test so it runs.
On Heating and Cooling is your local train dealer. They've been serving Harrisonville and the surrounding communities for over 50 years. If you need service, repair, or replacement of your heat pump, furnace, air conditioner, or indoor air quality equipment, give Hahn a call at 816-380-5659, just like the Wildcats.
It's hard to stop a train.
New owners are getting ready to take over the Suzy Q. Kelly and Jeremiah Reynolds are going to be the new owners of Suzy Q. Take over for Brandon and Crystal. And I'll tell you what, expect one thing, same great food, same great service, but with new owners. And I think they're going to make some changes over the next couple of months. The name Reynolds, I think anybody who's watched a football game for Harrisonville might know that name. Yes, that would be Mr. Jace Reynolds' parents. And we have covered all their kids. They're going to have their 4th kid in high school here next year, and we'll probably be covering him, I would say, quite a bit as well. And congratulations to the Reynolds on their new venture. And I don't know, Jerry, I think maybe we'll have a cat chat coming up soon at the new Susie Q. So 5:25 to go here before we get to second half action. The Cats trail 33-18. I'll let Gary go over the stats real quick, and then we'll do a little talking, and we'll go from there.
Well, stats for Harrisonville is very easy. We've scored 18 points, 16 of them by Langer, 2 by Bocher. And you said it a while ago, I mean, the defense of center has been smothering. We started off with Kennedy. You know, we talked about Kennedy getting in foul trouble. He was the first foul. Then we ended up having a total of 5 fouls through the first half. Ultimately, there was one called on center in the second quarter. But our 16 of our 18 points are scored by Brooks. For center, leading the way for them is Cortez Stevenson with 10, Landon Taylor with 8, Keyren Spiller with 6, Joseph Vick with 5, Jalen Peeler with 3, and then Roman Smith with 1 to round out their 33 points. You know, Harrisonville was outscored in the first 15-7, doubled up there. And then in the second, Harrisonville was outscored 18-11. And you can't obviously win ball games and getting outscored each quarter. I mean, you're going to have to come back. We have nobody in foul trouble. I mean, other than Hall, Corbin Hall does have 2, but everybody else has none or 1. So we're okay as far as foul trouble going into the second. And you're right, we're just going to have to come back in segments and win a short segment here, get some turnovers from them. We doubled their turnovers, and I may have missed one or so, but I think I had us at 9 or 10 and them with only 5, and about 3 of those came in the very second part of the second quarter. So settle down. You know, you're not out of it. I mean, 15 points is not out of it. You just got to slowly but surely work your way back into it, you know, a point or 2 at a time.
Well, and 15 has to become 8 or 6 by the end of the third quarter. If 15 becomes 20, 20 becomes 30 real fast against a team like Center. So you gotta chop wood and see what you can do to start this second half of play. I mean, it can be done, but you got to do it like you said in segments. We talked about it. You know, they were down 12-2 early against them, and they went on a run and tied it up at 18-18. So tells you that they can go on runs. They just got to get confidence offensively in this one. Somebody besides Brooks has got to come in confidently and battle back in this one. If it's Kennedy or if it's getting a couple of 3 looks for Connor Blix, whoever it might be, somebody's got to step up and fire that shot, and we'll see who can be.
You know, Kennedy started off pretty hot with 3 rebounds, and I think that's all he's got. He had all of those in the first quarter. And then he came out for a spell, didn't come in, start in the second quarter and stuff, and he didn't get any that I recall in the second quarter. So he's got 3. So we started out good as far as that goes. Connor hasn't really had any open shots. He's had a couple that would have, I mean, if he would have had to been quick shot. It had to been get the ball and shoot. But we'll see.
And all that credit goes to Center. So see if the Cats made the adjustments in halftime. Looking for the perfect date for Valentine's? No, they're sold out. So you're going to look for the perfect date for St. Patrick's Day. As St. Patrick's Day is coming up, there will be a nice 5-course meal. You can get online at the Cider House events and book that, or book for the farm to table that is going on now. They're setting up for the 2021 season. They will sell out. So for more information, check out Cider House events or visit the Facebook page. Cider House, 7 Highway, 8 miles south of Harrisonville. Stop paying high prices for low quality. Rising M feeders will get locally grown, farm fresh USDA inspected beef. No more reground beef to make it look fatty. Fresh steaks and tough meats. Get it fresh from the source. Quarter, half, and whole packages available. Call or text Charlie with Rising M Feeders for more detail. 816-738-3571. That's 816-738-3571. Rising M Feeders. Upcycled Orchard has all of your pies. They have them if you want a pot pie or if you want just regular Granny Faye pie. They have it all year long at their booth in Artisans Corner on Wall. So check them out or check out their Facebook page for ordering information. They'll be posting soon. Granny Faye pies are the best. Don't miss out. Call today. All right, we are back here for second half action. Cats trail 33-18 at the half, and the second half set to come your way. Cats have got to do a good job here of trying to get back into the ball game. What you would like, the first thing you would like is a couple of quick buckets for the Cats. You look at it, you're down 33-18. If you get a quick 3 and a 2, you're down 10, just like that, and then you can start building on that momentum. What you don't want to happen is this 15 to become a 20-point lead in the first minute or two of this quarter.
And we get the ball coming out of in the second half, so that gives us the opportunity to cut the score either by 2 or 3.
So Norris across the timeline, get it off for Langer. He's got it on the wing, hands off for Norris. Norris is going to go backdoor for Langer. Langer loses his footing and steps out of bounds, and it goes back the other way. So I like the backdoor cut, just a little bit strong on the pass, and that means that center going to bring it back the other way. Peeler's got it, dribbles in to the top of the key. Get it off for Taylor. Taylor's got it way outside, now skips it over to Peeler. Peeler's got it on the left side wing, goes inside, wide open is KJ inside, and he travels with it. Thought they were going to call a foul. I think what they said is he moved both of those feet at the same time. KJ was perplexed, and it'll be a turnover back to the Cats. So 7:28 to go here, third quarter. Cats trail 33-18. Need a bucket here. Start chipping away at that lead. Atkinson hands off for Norris. Norris has got it between the circles. And Norris will fire a 3. Good. haven't needed to hold one in that long. That's a soft rim there. Cats get the 3 by Norris as it hits every inch of iron and finally falls in. And the Cats trail by 12, 33-21. 3 the other way by Taylor is no good, but Stevenson there to clean it up easily and put it in for 2. And he leads all scorers in the game, 35-21. Cats down by 14 with 6:40 to go here in the third. Norris to Blixt. Blixt has got it back to Norris. Back to Blixt. Blixt will fire. No. A little bit long. Atkinson with the rebound, though. Right place, right time. Off to Norris. Norris going to dribble drive. Doesn't like what he sees. Gets it inside to Atkinson. Spinner. No. Back the other way it goes. Stevenson ahead for Spiller. Spiller puts it up and in for an easy deuce. And it goes back the other way. Cats down 37-21. Back to 16 for center. Get it off for Langer. Langer will fire. No, short on that one. And Stevenson with the long rebound. He's going to slow it down. I get it to Vic. Vic's got it. He's going to dribble drive. Glass and good. And he's fouled by Langer. It's 39-21. Cats trail in this one with 5:49 to go here. So it's an 18-point advantage now for center. So 39-21 the score. Make it 40-21. And the Cats down by 19. But remember what I said at halftime and to start this third quarter, you can't make 15 become 20. And the Cats have done that here, down by 19. Langer's got it. He's going to dribble, put it up, and drop it home. Langer's got 20, and the Cats trail 40-23. Back the other way. Ball lost by Taylor, and then Taylor slaps it out of bounds. That was a frustration defensive play by Taylor right there. Mad at himself that he lost the handle and slapped it out of bounds. been very impressed with the way center has played here in this game. Gary's looking at my stat sheet, but I guarantee you I've probably missed a couple of those center buckets. Get it off for Langer. Langer skips it over to Norris. Norris and Langer playing catch at the volleyball line. Off to Norris. Norris thought about it, now to Langer. Langer's got it top of the key. Goes backdoor, inside, good ball movement, but blocked away by center. And again, center just a little bit quicker, and the Cats are able to get back. Good defense by Blix. It goes back the other way. Peeler cut off by Norris, and cuts off Norris, I should say, and Peeler gets called for the foul there. So 40-23, Cats down 17. Need a bucket here. Got to start mounting those buckets and stops. Get it off for Blix. Blix goes off for Langer. Backdoor for Atkinson. Cannot get it to go. Kennedy has struggled from the field tonight. He's had a couple looks inside, and a lot of that's going to be attributed to center. They're just so long and quick and athletic. Kennedy is as well, but they've just been a little bit quicker than him on 2 or 3 of those layups, and it's messed with his release point on those layups. 4:27 to go here, third, 40-23 the score. Keon Spiller gets it, and he is fouled by Hall. That's his third. 40-23 the score. Taylor to pass it in on the near side here. It's it into KJ. KJ clearing out traffic. Gonna try to attack Billy, and does. Up and under. Billy with the rebound, get it off. Ahead to Blix. Blix gonna go up off the backboard, blocked, and it goes back the other way. Across the timeline, a kick it to Spiller. Spiller's again gonna attack, puts it up and in for 2. 42-23. Spiller adds another bucket. 3-ball good by Norris. 42-26. So Kobe's got a couple triples here in the third, and the Cats back down 16, but make it 18. A chance to make it 19 as Spiller goes right to work on Billy. Billy with the foul. So every time you feel like the Cats might catch a little momentum, center says, no, not today. And they go back the other way. 44-26, it's an 18-point game. Spiller with the bucket and the N1 opportunity. Cats just have not had an answer for center tonight. Free throw is good, make it 45-26. And ahead to Tiemann, he chases it down in the quarter. Keon on him, gets it back between the circles as Tiemann off for Langer. Langer between the circles, going to be guarded by Keon. Get it off for Bocher. Bocher's got it on the elbow, looking to pass, gets it off for Hall. Hall's going to dribble drive, and they're going to call him for the walk. It goes back the other way. So Smith causes the walk on the defense, and it's going to go back the other way. Williams in the ball game for center. Center a chance to make this 20-plus here, leading by 19 with 3:15 to go in the third. Spiller in traffic, and Taylor fouled on the way to the basket by Bocher. Taylor wanted to throw that one down and was not able to. So 45-26, Cats down by 19. 2-shot opportunity for center, make it 46-26. Cats down by 20. Taylor with the free throw, has one more to go here. And it's 47-26. We talked in our pregame. Langer's basket is good. 47-28. Talked about it before the game. You know, this could be a chance for the Cats to share conference title. And they have not brought their A game here tonight. And, you know, no disrespect to anybody else in this conference, but I do not see anybody knocking off the Center Yellow Jackets that Harrisonville has played yet this year. Obviously, Warrensburg will have a shot at it. They're well coached, play disciplined basketball, but Cats down 21 here, 49-28. Taylor with it, gets it off for Spiller. Spiller up and under, no. Put back, no. Keon with the rebound. And a jump ball stays with center. 2:18 to go. Atkinson and Norris check back in. Cats have never really been able to get a foothold in this game, and they trail by 21 with 2:18 to go here in the third. Taylor with it, he'll fire a three, good. 52-28. London Taylor and KJ Spiller putting on a 1-2 clinic here in this game. Norris off to Langer. Langer backs it back up, guarded by Spiller. Spiller loses the handle on it, but gets it back. They're going to toss it up the other way. Now a scrum for it. Stacy with it. And a jump ball goes to the Cats. It's a little bit wild basketball there, back and forth. Atkinson tried to slap it back to his guys. So 1:50 to go here in the third. Cats trail 52-28. It's been all center tonight. Get it off for Norris, no good. Rebound goes to Keon. Keon gonna drive it all the way in, loses the handle, back to the Cats. Keon says that was tipped, and I don't know that there would have been any way that anybody could have tipped that, as he was out in front of everyone. 1:30 to go here, third quarter, 52-28, Cats trail. Norris gonna dribble drive, gets cut off, gets it to Stacy. Stacy back to Norris. 52-28 to score. Norris has got it, goes to Atkinson. Atkinson looks for a cutter, doesn't find one, gets it to Stacy. Stacy's gonna dribble, now gets it to Atkinson. Kennedy with it, good cut to Stacy, cannot hang on, and it goes out of bounds back to the Yellow Jackets. 52-28 to score with 57 seconds to go here in the third. Kicking in the corner for Smith. Out of the corner to Taylor. Taylor back to Smith. Back to Taylor. Skip it over to Keon. Keon going to dribble drive. Kick it to Taylor. Taylor will fire. Connect. Taylor on fire, and it's 55-28. Taylor with, I've got him down for 4 threes. He may have 5. Get it off on the wing, back out between the circles, 20 seconds to go. 3 ball, no. Kennedy, man, he is battling in there. I think he got poked in the eye. And this is one of those games where, you know, we talk about Kennedy being undersized as a post player at high school. He's undersized both in height and weight by a lot tonight, because KJ and Stevenson inside are big boys. Atkinson goes up strong, no good. Fouled by Keon, and he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Try to get Kennedy Atkinson on the board here tonight. 55-28, Cats trail. 12.6 seconds to go here in the third. First one, bottom of the net for Kennedy Atkinson, 55-29. One more to go here. Second one, good. Kennedy knocks them both down. 55-30 30 the score. And now steal and back the other way to Connor. Connor glassing good for 2. So back-to-back buckets by the Cats, and it's 55-32. No, we go to the fourth. Cats trail 55-32. They need to put their best quarter of the season forward to get back in this one. We'll be back.
A community always needs a group to help promote the small businesses in its town. Harrisonville Chamber of Commerce does this for Harrisonville. Chamber Golf Tournament, Log Cabin Festival, and monthly meetings. The Chamber events are plentiful and a great way for your business to be seen. Go to harrisonvillechamber.com or watch the weekly Chamber chat for more Chamber happenings.
There are a ton of choices for home appliances, but only one you need to know. That's Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Today, it's more important than ever to support small business. Troby's prides themselves on American-made appliances, competitive prices, and unmatched service, from installation to service calls if any issue may arrive. Troby's is your hometown appliance center.
Next time you're in the market for a home appliance, think Troby's first on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
All right, welcome back. 55-32 our score as we go to the fourth. And we talked about it in the pregame. We said the Cats cannot afford to get down early, and they did, and they have not been able to recover. Struggled offensively in the first half, found a little bit there late in the third quarter. Williams going to start things for center in the fourth quarter. They get it off for Keon, back to Peeler. Peeler now off for Stevenson, who's back in there. Stevenson now hands off for Williams. 55-32 the score, 23-point game. Williams going to go all the way to the bucket for 2. Not real sure what happened. It looks like Monty got popped on the nose there, maybe bleeding, so they got everybody off of the floor. Oh, yeah, he got it good. He's got blood all over his hands there. So 7:32 to go here, fourth quarter. We will take a quick timeout. 57-32 Cats trail.
You have many choices when you buy a used car. What do you want? A good deal? A quality vehicle? Outstanding service? At Holland's Auto Sales, you don't have to sacrifice for one of the others. You get all 3. The best part is, Steve will be there for you because Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's used car dealer for 36 years. So the next time you're in the market for a used car,
go where the Grammars go, Holland Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
Sure, you could drive to the city and save a few dollars on tires, but why? Young's Tire and Wheel Center in Harrisonville is family owned and operated, and their clients are like family. That, coupled with free flat tire repair on new tires for the life of the tire, means you'd be crazy to drive all over the place to save $1. Trust Young's. That's who Fortis trusts to get them safely to all Wildcat games, home or away. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Competition between teammates makes for a stronger and better team. Lacey Dominick of Shelter Insurance and Cameron Chenoweth of American Family Insurance were both Wildcats on the field. Now they are competitors off the field. They know that you have many choices for insurance, so they're teaming up to offer free auto, home, and life insurance quotes. Call Lacey at 816-380-2700 or Cam at 816-380-3996 and get started on your new insurance quote today.
For a limited time, you pay what we pay going on at Max Motors dealerships. Shop 24 hours a day. Exclusive at Max Motors, you pay what we pay and not a penny more on any new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC in stock. All invoices clearly displayed with the highest trade-in values in the Midwest.
Take your car shopping to the max.
Max Motors is your Kansas City dealer. MaxMotors.com. See dealer for details.
Sherwood Community Bank is the hometown bank with all the big bank perks. Internet banking, auto, home, boat, and farm loans. You can get it all at one of their 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville. Checking or savings account all you need? Don't worry. Sherwood Community Bank has you covered there as well. Stop going to the banks where you're just an account number. Go to Sherwood Community Bank, where you're part of the family.
And tell them Braxton sent ya.
Community is important to Excalibur Contracting. Being a Harrisonville business for 14 years, they understand. All right, welcome back. Nothing major going on. Just it was a bloody nose by Monty, and he was trying to catch it as much as he could, but it was all over. It's on the floor, so they're getting all of that off the floor. You got to spray all that on. I don't know if you remember those rules several years ago where if you're getting blood on the floor, you're getting blood on the jersey. You got to do all that good stuff. So they're sanitizing that as we speak. So that is where we're at. Catch Trail 57-32. And, you know, Coach Jackson's going to go home and watch this game tonight because they're going to play tomorrow. And I'm going to get a text or a phone call at about 11:30, and he's going to say, I hate you guys because he knows this is the way Coach Jackson will approach this with me. He'll be like, this is the exact thing I do not want. It's him coming off of a loss and being angry and mad. And I can imagine that's probably the first thing that's going to go through Coach Jackson's mind as he watches the game tonight.
I don't disagree. I mean, I do think that a lot of times you come off of those games that you don't play quite as well. You're playing a very good Yellow Jacket team, but you're not playing very well yourself, and so it just instills just a little bit more of what's the word I'm looking for? Not anger, but push. Momentum. Thank you. Yes. That was the word. Momentum into the next game. So you're right. Frankie is not going to like to see this. So
and you know, the flip side of that though is they're playing for basically a conference championship tonight against Buffalo. So if they were to fall tonight too, they're going to come into the game the exact same way tomorrow. So it really will be interesting to see how his game went tonight. And I actually might look that up and see if I can get a score update on that one, because that'll be interesting to see as well and see what's going on down there in Buffalo. I think they were playing tonight. I don't know, but they're kind of running out of
days
because the Buffalo Bison and them are going to be playing in district starting next week. So we will see on that one. So again, 7:32 to go here in this one.
Again, to the Schroeder family, he wasn't injured that well or that much. Say that much. I don't know. Didn't see his nose, but there was a lot of blood. That's the reason we've got such a long delay here, is because blood was on the court. They've got to clear the court. They've got to sanitize the court and everything around him. And he was smart. As soon as he realized what was going on and saw it happening, he got off the court so there would be less on the court and more off the court. So anyway, it's just for you, Martha and the family. He's not that bad, I don't think, just a bloody nose. So.
Yeah, so he'll be fine. He will be back out there, hopefully. They probably got to clean his jersey, or they probably got to get him a new jersey as well. And Jerry always wants to give us a hard time over there. And, well, whatever, Jerry. So we got 7:32. We'll take another quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
Stop going online and paying top dollar to make a t-shirt. Call Cindy at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. She will walk you through the whole process and have you or your organization looking the best. It's no mistake that Fortis Broadcasting is always the best dressed crew around. We trust Cindy with all of our apparel on game day. Put a personal C Squared touch on your next order. Whether it's just 1 or 100, C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing can get it done. Check them out on Facebook or go see them on the Clinton Square.
When you plan a party, the last thing you want to do is worry about cooking and cleaning up that mess. Call the experts at Time for Seasoning Catering. Stephanie will help you plan and execute a brilliant menu for your celebration. Take the worry out of your event and let Stephanie wow your guests with a great menu that they'll be talking about for weeks. Whether a small get-together of friends or a big wedding, Stephanie will take care of you. Visit them online at timeforseasoning.com. That's THYME for seasoning.com to get her booked today.
Okay, welcome back. Chad's over here doing some looking, I think for the Buffalo stuff. Monty came back onto the court, and Martha, if you're looking at the screen, there is Monty. He's sitting on the bench, and he's doing okay. You can see with the blood, and they've got one nostril popped up, so there he is, kind of walking around a little bit, but he's doing fine. You'll see him when he gets home. So, Chad, did you find anything?
I have not. You realize there are like 900 buffaloes in the United States. There's Buffalo, Montana. There's Buffalo, Wyoming. There's Buffalo. Yeah, there's the buffalo, but it's the buffalo bison. So there's like 19 buffalo bison as well. And I thought they were going to let them warm up a little bit, but we still are waiting and trying to get ready for basketball here. You know, the last time I had to kill this much time in a game.
Well, I saw them bring the coaches together, so they must have, I don't know how much, there was 7 minutes? They have reduced the clock to 2:56, so not sure exactly what that is all about. Never seen that happen before. Don't know really what it is, but we may try to get an idea of
I may send you down and let you go do some recon because I've never seen anything like that. So was it 7:56 or did it just start the fourth quarter? Or?
No, we had gone a minute or so.
So no idea. But he thought they were talking, so I'm not real sure what's going on or what they're doing. Oh, they're giving him a 3-minute warm-up. So that's what they'd started the 3-minute clock for a warm-up, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. Again, what I was to say, the last time I killed this much time in a game, the lights went out.
Almost in Iowa, actually, Maryville, yes.
So that's twice this year we've definitely. Well, the good news on that one, when the lights went out, our power went out as well, and everybody in the town was trying to get phone calls and everything out. And we tried to get on Facebook. We couldn't even get on Facebook to tell people. And thankfully, somebody was able to get through to Jill, who is one of the best in the business in PR, and she was able to put it out there that we were having a power outage in Maryville. So they got a little bit of a 3-minute warm-up here, and we will get back to action after that long delay. So a 7-minute sprint for the Wildcats really is what they got to look at it when they come back from this little warm-up.
Yes, and they've got their work cut out for them. Down 25, 57-32 with a little over 7 minutes left in the fourth. Fouls are fairly even here in the second half, so 3 for the Center Jackets, 4 for Harrisonville. So, and there's really only been one score, and that was the score right before Monty got injured, and that was the 2 points that Williams scored. So, yeah.
So, all right. Well, I just got an update here. I don't know. Let's see what my wife said. It is 21-12 Buffalo is beating Butler in that game. So there might be 2 really angry teams tomorrow if Buffalo's lead holds up on that one. So we got about 7+ minutes to go in this one. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll get back to regroup and get things started right after this.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance agent Bradley Sainer can help you understand your options so you can be prepared for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Farmers agent Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105 to find out how he can help you protect the things that matters most to you. That's Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
All right, welcome back. not to brag, but my wife is pretty awesome because she knew I was looking for that score. She texted somebody or messaged somebody that knew who would be at the game, and they messaged her and told her what the score was, 21-12, starting the second quarter. So that is what's awesome as well. Well, I'm definitely going to brag that she is my wife. But, you know, my kids and my wife are probably watching the game on our bed up in our room because my 65-inch TV fell off the wall the other night. That was interesting. So we got 7:28 to go here, fourth quarter of this one. Cats with the ball. And we are back in action. Backdoor cut to Blix. Glass and good. And it's 57-34. Connor has 4 now. Goes back the other way. Peeler with it. Tries to go around Norris. Back between the circles. Get it off for Stevenson. He's way outside. Volleyball line right side. Backs it up. Guarded by Bocher. Off to Keon. Keon Spiller fires the 3. No. But right to Stevenson. Almost worked as good as a pass. Make it 59-34 as Stevenson knocks in another bucket. They get it ahead to Atkinson. Hands off for Norris. Norris has got it between the circles. 6:30 to go here. 59-34 the score. They get it baseline. Skip it out for Langer. Langer will fire a little bit long. Rebound by Keon Spiller. And Keon's going to take it the other way. And go all the way coast to coast. Kick it in the corner for Peeler. Peeler's going to dribble in. Drop off to Stevenson. Glass and good. Fouled by Bocher. Make it 61-34 with 6:12 to go. So 61-34. Cats trail by 28 now as the bucket goes down, 62-34. Has been all center tonight. Center comes in ready for the showdown, and they lead it by 28 with about 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. Got it outside. Atkinson guarded by Williams, hands off. Langer will fire, connect. Brooks Langer for 3, 62-37. You know, something we haven't talked about yet, we'll give a shout out to Brooks Langer. He just recently signed his national letter of intent, going to go play at Mid-America Nazarene to play basketball. So good for him. Connor Blixt also signed a letter of intent to go play or to go run cross country at Longview Community College, part of Metropolitan. It's not Longview anymore. It's Metropolitan Community College Longview for the Wolves. So, and then Billy Bocher signed with or committed to Ohio State to play volleyball. So, Cats are doing business there. Ball bounces around. I believe Kobe Norris signed to go to Culver Stockton to play soccer next year. So you look at that starting 5 there. The only one we haven't heard from is Kenny Atkinson, and I would imagine he's going to play a sport at the next level. Bocher, glass and good, 62-39. So 5 minutes to go. Cats trail 62-39. Williams goes up strong, jump ball. And that'll go back to the Cats. So, Kennedy's the one kid I really haven't talked to him, what his future looks like or what he's wanting to do, because I really think he could go play somewhere and play basketball, or I think he could probably go and play football somewhere as well. So definitely he could play either one of those sports at the next level, as athletic as he is. So 4:50 to go here in the fourth. Cats trail 62-39. Dribble drive by Norris. Kick it off for Langer. Langer going to spin in the paint. And a reach-in foul on Taylor on the floor. It'll be the 5th team foul on center. .23 for Langer in the ball game. Norris going to hurry to get it in, gets it into Atkinson. Atkinson going to spin in the paint. Going to have to get rid of it and get out of the paint, and does. Get it to Norris. Norris back to Blix, inside to Bocher. Bocher can't handle it. A little bit too much on that one, and a little bit too out in front. It goes back the other way with 4:24 to go. Cats trail 62-39. Trail by 23 here in this one. Spiller on Atkinson, going to take it right to him and put it up and in right over the top of him. So KJ with another bucket, and it's 64-39. Langer with it on the wing, right side, dribbles off of the right side wing. Trying to get a little space, get it over to Norris into the corner for Blix. Blix goes into it. Langer, and just a little behind him, it goes back the other way. Stripped away and off of Norris, out of bounds. Good hustle back down the other way. Carnes in there, got it stripped away from him. Get it in to Spiller, out front he goes for Taylor. Taylor now back out front. Do not have him on my books. I wonder if Gary does. Back up front, it'll be Spiller with it. Kick it off on the wing, and lay-in is good for two. 66-39.
Who was that?
Armand Russell with the bucket. Spiller's got it back the other way. Good, 68-39 with 3:03 to go. And Cats going to have to pass it in, down 29 with 3:03 to go.
And I didn't see that. I was trying to figure out who got the last basket, the layup. Was that Spiller?
Yes.
I thought, okay.
So 68-39 the score, 3 minutes to go here in this one. Hall's got it back to Tiemann. Tiemann to Hall. Knocked away by Taylor. Taylor going to take it back the other way. Glasson good for two. And it's 70-39. Tiemann fires no good. It's going to go back the other way as Taylor's going to bring it back the other way. Back up between the circles. A little dribble drive, kick into the corner.
Did you ever get who 22 was? It's Armand Russell.
Yes.
Okay.
So 1:55 to go here in the ball game. Cats trail by 31. In a season of oddities, this was an odd one from the get-go. No fans in here, no week of school with the weather, sub-zero temperatures we've had for a whole week. You know, this one all just contributed. At the end of the day, you got to show up, you got to play some basketball, however, and the Cats tonight just struggled from the get-go. Hopefully they can bounce back quickly because they've got a game coming tomorrow, and it comes quick as they travel to Butler. Originally that was going to be a home game for the Wildcats, but this is going to be a home game for Butler now, and a lot of that has to do with their girls sectional wrestling is tomorrow at Harrisonville. If they would have played at the middle school, there's not a whole lot of spacing they could do with fans, so they wanted fans to have an opportunity to watch it, so they decided to play it in Butler. About 50 seconds to go in this one, 70-39 the score. Kick it in the corner, Johnson off for Hall. Hall's got it, he's going to dribble drive. He's fouled on the way to the bucket by Carnes, and with 38 seconds to go, the Cats will have it out of bounds. Get it underneath. Spinner in the paint, no. Rebound by Spiller. And Spiller's going to walk it up the floor here. He's going to have to hurry it across the timeline, and does. And going to run out the last 15 seconds of this one. So the Cats are going to have to rebound and rebound quickly. They have 4 games. 4 games in 6 days coming up. They play Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So just 2 off days in the next 6. So 70-39 your score, the final score in this one. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this.
How nice would it be to get a check from someone and not have to worry about getting to the bank to put it in your account? At Hawthorne Bank, you can do exactly that. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and voila, the check has been deposited into your account. Not to mention, you can always manage your accounts and payments right in the app as well. Hawthorne Bank prides itself on being at the forefront of technology to always make your banking a breeze. Hawthorne Bank, next to Troby's on Plaza Drive. We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASE certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang right behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need 1 roll of sod, a scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, they have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays.
When it comes to fast service and reasonable prices, Young's Auto Repair is the place. Whether it is a standard oil change, new brakes, or something major, William and Michelle with Young's Auto Repair will make sure you are back on the road quickly with a little change left in your pocket. Don't break the bank when it comes to your vehicle needs. Instead, come to the shop that keeps the cost in check and you rolling back down the highways. Young's Auto Repair, right across the street from Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial.
It's hard to find someone reliable to work on your small engines. Not anymore. Nathan and the crew at Land and Sand are your stop from lawnmowers, personal watercraft, all the way to Can-Ams and razors. From tune-ups to race builds, they will make sure your toy is ready to play with the big boys. Call them at 816-738-1455 and set up an appointment today. All right, welcome back. Final score tonight, 70-39. Cats fall to the Center Yellow Jackets. And, you know, Gary, from the get-go, they just really couldn't get anything going offensively, and Center just kept chopping wood and adding to that lead. Next thing you know, it was 31. And that's what Center can do to you. We talked about it in the pregame. We talked about it at halftime. You know, when it was 13 or 15, you were like, you need to make that 15 come 10. If that 15 becomes 20, you're going to be in trouble, and that's what happened.
Yeah, it did, and it ultimately end up being 31. So they didn't hold the 15, obviously. Give us some stats real quick. Scoring by quarter, Harrisonville 7-11, 14-7, so they didn't score very well at all. Whereas Center scored 15, 18, 22, and 15. Leading the way for Harrisonville was Langer with 23, Norris with 6, Connor Blixt with 4, Billy Bocher with 4, and Kennedy Atkinson with 2. I only had Kennedy showing his 5 rebounds for the game. For Center Yellow Jackets, leading the way was Taylor with 18. Spiller and Stevenson both had 17. Vic had 8, and then Peeler had 3. And then off the bench, Williams had 2, and Smith had 1, and Spiller had 2. So just as a game this is one of those games, you know, I always say sometimes a loss is not necessarily a win, but a loss is something you can learn from. It kind of exposes maybe a weakness that you might have that you need to work on. They're going to need that going in, and playing the Webb Cities and the Carl Junctions and the Nevadas as we go in our districts. So all you can do is now you've got to take this and you've got to learn from it and better yourself for the rest of the season.
Well, and the other thing you got to do, you got to take it like a piece of paper. You got to wad it up. You got to toss it to the side, and you got to remember you got a basketball game to play tomorrow because it isn't like they got a couple of days to lick their wounds. They got to come back tomorrow. And I got an update again from Angela. It's 39-19 Buffalo leading Butler in that game by 20. And that means there's going to be two teams on the floor tomorrow, as the sounds of it now, that are not going to be very happy, and they're going to want to prove that the night before was a fluke. I don't think that Center's a team that's 31 points. We saw better than Harrisonville. We saw them play earlier this year.
To a 70-64 final.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. There's so much weird that happens, maybe Buffalo's been in school most of the week, or maybe they've had a couple of games this week. Butler has not been, and they've been trying to get that game rescheduled, so they're going to play that tomorrow. Harrisonville, they haven't been in school at all this week besides today, and so everything's been a little bit weird, but you got to bounce back. You got 4 games coming up, 4 very winnable games coming up over the next week, and you got to try to get those wins and get into districts. You want to hit districts with a 4-game winning streak if you can.
You do, and you can ask any coach. They like consistency, and when you don't have school, sometimes those professional days on Friday nights for football, or when they have homecoming or court warming, coaches don't like those because it breaks the routine. They like consistency because that's good for the players, and not having school all week makes a difference. But I'm not trying to make excuses. Center's probably been out part of most of the week as well, so it's just they just happen to come out and be the better team tonight. And, Harrisonville just has to learn from that and move forward for game Saturday, game Monday, game Tuesday, game Friday, and then go into districts.
Yeah, and, we talked about it tomorrow. There's going to be a situation where 2 teams are going to be angry. And if you look for motivation from other teams, you got on Monday night, you got Boston Sanders coming to town, who's been very good this year, averaging close to what Brooks Langer averages of 20-plus points a game. So you got a good player coming to town Monday. Tuesday, going to be a very emotional night up at Pleasant Hill. That's probably going to be the first time they're back on the floor after the accident that claimed the 2 young ladies' lives. So that's going to be an emotional night for them. They're going to be up for that game. And then Thursday, you think Clinton wants to be a part of a court warming night? No. They're going to have something to prove because Harrisonville beat them earlier in the year. So there's a lot of teams getting ready to play Harrisonville. You got to come out and show your best every night, or you're going to be in trouble. So they got to regroup, and they can do it, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, and hopefully Monty will be able to come back. I'm assuming it's, I don't know if it'd be broken or not. I mean, you can still play with a broken nose. And Martha, and I'm not saying that I know because I don't know anything. So please, I think, if Monty can come back tomorrow, they're going to need that extra big inside as well between Monty and Bocher, and then Minching coming in occasionally. So, yeah. They've just got to learn from this and move forward. Short memory because we're going to be on the court at 3:30 tomorrow playing Butler.
Yeah, and we will have that game. Like I said, if you like basketball, stick with us for the next week. Tomorrow at Butler, we'll have that game, 3:30-ish tip. So we'll probably be on about 3:10, 3:15 tomorrow. Monday night, we'll have girls and boys from Harrisonville. Tuesday, we'll have girls and boys from Pleasant Hill. And Thursday, we will have girls and boys at home for court warming. I'll talk to Jerry, and we'll probably try to get set up with the audio system at Harrisonville so we can bring the court warming celebration to you on Thursday as well. So, final score tonight, 70-39, Cats fall to Center, and that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon from the Den in Butler.